All right, everyone, welcome to part 2 of the listening test in this series of videos about preparing for the IELTS listening test. Keep in mind, though, if you're doing OET, if you're doing CAE or FCE, this will help you with that as well. Now, for part 2, we're specifically going to look at multiple choice and then matching. Now, for multiple choice, the main thing you're going to have to do is make sure that you're trying to understand what kind of information the question is looking for. Is it trying to look for the duration of time? Is it looking for cause and effect relationship? Is it looking for a location? Try to understand that first of all. Secondly, if you're looking for keywords, be very careful about what keywords you're looking for. I'll go into that in the video shortly. Also, keep in mind, with the answers A, B, C, they might mention all three of them. All right, so you have to be very careful understanding what the question is looking for. If they give you three options, so what does the man want to drink? Coke, milk, water. They will probably mention all three, but you have to say which one he wants. So it's not just about hearing the word, it's about understanding the idea of which one he wants. Keep in mind, just like in part 1, some of these answers are going to be short-fronted, meaning they're going to give the question and answer together very close. Some of them might be a bit more spaced out. With an example, what does he want to drink? You might hear them say, you know, I'm really thirsty, and, you know, it's really funny. The last time I felt thirsty, I decided I would have a Coke, and I really enjoyed it at the time, and then a little bit later I had milk, and then, you know what, I'm going to have water. So you can see there's this long period of time before they hit the answer, all right? So remember, if you think you hear the answer, keep listening. Don't stop listening until you're sure you've got the answer. Also, if you miss it, miss it. I've sometimes seen students get angry because they think they missed the answer, and as they're all throwing their hands up and going, that they miss another question. They miss another answer. So if you miss one, let it go. All right, so let's take a look at multiple choice questions in part 2. All right, so let's take a look through the first 6 questions. The first one, number 11 here in section 2, PS Camping has been organizing holidays for. All right, so they've got 3 options here, and it's looking for duration. All right, so that word for, and you can see present perfect continuous, not that you need to know what that is, but you can see they're looking for the amount of time. Now again, in a question like this, I would say be very careful. They will probably mention 2 of them, maybe all 3 of these. They might say, well, we were at our old location and this is our new location, and there will be different times. So they might say, we've been working at this location for 15 years. However, we've been organizing holidays for 25 years. So again, they'll mention 2 of them, and they'll put one at the very beginning, a little bit more, and then put that at the end there. So remember, keep listening. Question 12, in fact 13 and 14 are similar. The company has most camping sites in, so this is about their location. Now, be very careful. The key word here is most. All right? Which one has the most? This one to me looks like the kind where they mention all 3, but then the most part, we have the greatest number in Switzerland. So keep that in mind. You're thinking a little bit about the synonym. The key idea you want to focus on is that word most camping sites, because they will probably mention all 3 of those locations. 13, similar. Which activity can children do every day of the week? That's the main thing. Every day, daily, every morning, whatever it is. So you can see they have these 3. They will probably mention 2 of them, maybe even a third one. And then they will say, what's the one that is every day available? Again, here in number 14, you have 3 options, and they're thinking about time. some areas of the sites have a no noise rule after. Now be very careful. They might say something like, the lights go out at 9:30 and there's no noise after 10 o'clock. So they'll mention two of them very close possibly, and then you'll have the correct answer. So be very careful. No noise might mean something very different from the energy is turned off, or the lights are turned off, or whatever it is. The final two questions here are a little bit more challenging. Now, if you're doing multiple choice in part 2, these questions are going to be a little bit easier. This is where it's getting a bit more challenging. Number 15, the holiday insurance offered by the camping. And then they have these three options here. Can be charged on an annual basis, is included in the price, or must be taken at the time of booking. So what I would think about here is it's about the insurance, and they're explaining how you pay for insurance or how it works. That's something they are often testing in these questions. Do you understand how it works? All right? If you were calling this camping site about their facilities, you would understand it. So how it works is one of the key ideas that this test is testing you on. 16 is similar. Customers who recommend camping to friends will receive. All right, so there's a gift they're going to give you, and you just understand how it works. Again, I would watch out. They might make a comparison. They would say, well, in the past, you would get a free gift, but today you get an upgrade to a luxury tent. Of course, keep in mind, they won't always say the exact words. They're going to use synonyms. They're going to use slightly different ways of saying it. And keep in mind, not just synonyms, but similar ideas. All right, so here where it says a discount, they might say, we will be able to give you a lower price. So it's kind of a synonym, but also it's kind of not a synonym. So just watch out for that. I know a lot of teachers talk about listen for synonyms, and it's true, but you have to make sure that it's the idea that is similar, not just the word. The last 4 questions here, these are matching questions. Now, the main thing here, read it and try to understand how the options are different. So, what does the speaker say about the following items? Barbecue, toys, cool boxes, mops, and buckets. So these are the 3 options. You can use them more than once. By the way, if they're only A and B and none of them are C, don't worry about it. There's no rule that says you must use all of them. If you have to use all of them, they will say that. But watch out. Sometimes students will go A, B. And they freak out because they think, oh, I must have made a mistake. It's possible. Trust your ears. What I do is I look at these 3 options and I think about what exactly it means. So I look at A, provided in all tents. That means everybody gets them. All right? For B, they are found in central areas of the campsite. Okay, so A means everybody gets it. You get your own. B, so let's say they're talking about toys, right? All tents get toys. Or B, they're found in central areas. So everyone shares the toys. Everyone gets the toys if they go to that place and they share them. C, they're available on request. That means you have to ask for them. So I've read this sentence here, and I've made sure I've understood the idea. Everyone gets it. Everyone shares it. You ask for them. So I'm not just thinking about the keywords or looking for synonyms. I'm understanding the core idea of what they're asking for. All right, everyone, that's part 2. Take a look. You can listen to it online or on YouTube. I'll probably put the link down here. Have a listen and see how well you did. And remember, after you have checked your answers, listen again and see what happened. Was there a vocabulary problem? If you're not sure, check the transcript. Remember, it's the same people designing these questions, so they're going to use similar patterns in all their tests. If you learn how the test is designed, you will improve your listening and you will improve your performance on the test. I'll see you for part 3.